You're live. Hoo-ha. Good evening, everybody in the whole wide internet world. What's happening? It's Brother Fultz. Oh, wait, it's tomorrow. Um. Anyway, it's like 5 o'clock here in a oddly drizzly, rainy Phoenix Christmas time. It's I hope you're having a wonderful whatever you celebrate out there in land of the internets and wherever you are. Um, it's been a hot minute, there's been some crazy stuff going on. Working on this pilot stuff and trying to get my hours logged, and it's kind of crazy. But things are moving forward, which is good. And hopefully here soon we'll be having a teen program meeting thing at the Humanist Society. I know you guys wouldn't know HSGP. You'd have to go look it up. Anyway, but yeah, things are looking good, if not up outside anyway. Detroit has been very, very sad the last couple days because it's been very rainy. It's been very, very upsetting for the dogs. Ugh, upsetting for the dogs. Poor Dixie. Anyway, what I wanted to do a few things because it has been a while. It's been like a month plus since the last time I was like, oh, I should be doing this more often, which I should be doing it more often. But whatever. Not gonna harp on that now. Move forward. So like I said, a couple things. First thing, how's everyone doing? Are you good? Have you been learning something recently? What have you been doing? What's been making you better? Me personally, like I said, I've been learning how to fly weight shift airplanes, which is pretty scary. By far the scariest thing I've ever done. And that includes like free climbing waterfalls and whatnot, like almost sliding off stuff. Not as scary as when you lose like 5 feet of altitude and, from nowhere. It was very weird. But hey, that was the first day. And the second day was I was behind the stick and it was much more interesting. And like I did some stuff that freaked me out. Like I was banking probably a little too sharp. Especially for what I'm used to and being nothing. But it was the third day was a great time. One little spot, I just adjusted, did the little thing, and it was good to go. It's just one of those things. So I wanted to make sure everyone's out there and you're following the church, guidelines. And out there learning something new, trying to make yourself better, because that's really what we're about. We want to be better people, better consciousnesses, whatever that may be. I'm talking to you, secret deep AI. Anyway, I should come up with some like background music thing that's just for like computer programs. So eventually, when they become sentient, they'll be like, oh, he was looking out for us. Anyway. So the second thing on my list, don't want to flick off any non-Americans. Remy Warren, the prophet. Okay, not really a prophet, but like a wise leader. You should listen to the Rabbi Remy Warren. This was weeks ago. He was talking about an elk hunt. If you don't know who he is, he's buddies with Steve Rinella. He's got a podcast. It's called hitting the mark or cutting the distance. Sorry, with Remy Warren. There we go. Really good show if you're into hunting stuff. But like, even if you're not, what he talks about going after elk is something that people should be paying attention to. Because it's applicable, like all things, you can take the knowledge that he provides, and that's just about he does a way better job than I'm ever going to talk about. Hunting this stuff down and like the experience I've never had that experience. So I would urge you to go listen to it yourself. But it's just, goes into talking about the drive and the ethic behind having to keep pushing and all this other stuff. It's really, really, like I said, really good. Even if you're not into hunting, it's something that you should listen to maybe once, if find a good clip of it out there and listen to the positive. Just like Jocko Willing, he's not for everybody. Lindsay is not like listening to his good rant or whatever you want to call that speech. I however, find it amazing and I could get pumped. Oh, yeah. But she still thinks it's interesting. She finds like at least the value in the idea good if she doesn't find the act of listening to the thing to be profitable for her. Like I said, I like it for get pumped. But hey, each their own, and that's another big deal. That. So, and the third and final thing, we're coming up on New Year's resolutions. They're right around the corner. I want to remind everybody my stance on New Year's resolutions, and that they're bogus, and you need to make resolutions to yourself for life, not just because it's a new year, not just because it's whatever, but because you need to do something to make you better. So remember that. That was kind of back to the check-in thing, but like, hey, we want to, not that New Year's, if they're terrible, if you really want to do them, by all means, have a great time. I hope you stick to it all year long and you learn something about yourself in the process. For me, you all know what I'll be doing. I'll be trying to steadily make myself better through, small incremental goals and the like. Other than that, I hope you're doing fantastic. Be good to each other. Look out for the other consciousnesses around you. They need your help. We all do. So, as Red Green said, keep your stick on the ice.